Hi, this is Veena Madhuvana. Today I am here to talk about risk management. Risk management is not just limited to one of these areas such as accounting and financing. People of various disciplines have been using the term risk management. Various disciplines like aviation, operational research, biology, toxicology, life sciences, all these disciplines have been using the term risk management. Kloman, he is an economist, he summarized the meaning of risk management. In financing and banking, it is the use of sophisticated techniques such as currency hedging and interest rate swaps. For insurance and buyers, it is risk management is nothing but the coordination of risk and reduction of insurance cost. Whatever might be the discipline or whatever might be the definition of the risk management according to its own discipline, the statement of risk management must be clearly expressed. The statement of risk management includes two main things. But first thing is the condition that is the condition or the state that is causing the risk. It might be that during the continuous assessment of the risk management or due to the non-continuous. That is not the criteria, but the condition, the root cause that is causing the risk and the condition or the state that is causing to the risk and that is causing to the loss must be described, and the description of the loss and what is causing the loss must be described. So, the risk management basically contains the description of the condition that is leading to the loss and description of the loss. So this is the risk management and it has to be expressed very clearly. This risk management statement is very important because it is very fatal in some organizations that to go to the root cause and evolve and resolve the risk. It is taking much time. It is ultimately affecting the deadlines of the project. Hence, risk management. Hence, the organizations specially hire risk analysts for this kind of situation, where during the continuous assessment of the project there is always a risk and there is always a risk to be solved. Hence, a risk analyst play an important role in the organization, where there is always where it is dealing with the customer related process. It is not only that, but mostly used in the customer related process, and hence for all this risk management statement must be clearly expressed for us to solve the risk. Now there are two kinds of risk management, and before going to that I would like to state an example. Like when a company it introduces an object oriented technique in the implementation phase but not in the development phase, this basically is a property of mismanagement, or every requirement in a company cannot be established very perfectly. So due to mismanagement or due to any one of the non-missing requirement, if a company introduces one of the technique in the later phases of the stage, that is object-oriented technique is being introduced in the development phase but not the implementation phase, where the candidates have to get experienced with this technique, it may affect the deadlines of the target date. Or the another major risk is, though if there is no particular proper experience from the employees, if the training or the technique is not being properly experienced with the employees, this may lead to the improper product, or there is no guarantee that the product form is very corrective or is the genuine product form. That is the risk associated with the companies. This is the risk associated with one of the insurance company. There are two kinds of risk. One is continuous risk management and the other is non-continuous risk management. Basically, continuous risk management is during the continuous assessment of the project. During any phase of the project, risks are being identified, they are analyzed and they are resolved at each and every phase of the project. But it might be occurring due to subject matter expert or risk analyst, or any one of these are continuously assessing the risk, and at every phase of the project the risks are being resolved, and it is very important in decision making. That is continuous risk management. And non-continuous risk management is Risks are assessed during the initial phases of the project due to the experienced, due to the previous past history, or due to the experienced subject matter experts. They are assessing the risk at the initial phase of the project, and they are not dealt again in the later phases of the project. That is non-continuous risk management. Basically, many people get confused between the risk management and risk analysis. Risk management and risk analysis, these are actually a series of steps. It helps the software team to develop and to understand the uncertainty that is happening in the project. Basically, risk, it is a potential problem. It may occur and it may not occur. So it is always better, irrespective of the outcome, whether it is occurring or not, irrespective of the outcome, it is always a better idea to access the risk management, to access the risk, how much is the risk, to access the probability of happening the risk, and plan accordingly. Now, risk management can be done in two good ways. One is risk assessment and one is risk control. Risk assessment, it includes three things. First is risk identification, risk analysis, risk prioritization. In the risk assessment of the risk, first risk identification comes. First you have to identify the risk. Risk identification, first identification of the risk is done. Like, you will have to make a checklist of during this phase of the project, what all the risk is being going, and what all the risks are being coming into this junction, and you are making a checklist of it, and you are comparing it with the already experienced one. That is assumption analysis and decomposition, and which is not falling into the risk category. You are making it a minimal risk, or you are filing it as an experienced one. That is always helpful for the future category. So that is risk identification. Risk analysis, it accesses the loss probability, magnitude of each item, how much is the risk, magnitude of each item, statistical decision analysis. This is always important in making statistical decision analysis. That is risk analysis. And risk prioritization, you are making a ranking ordering of the risk. That is always which risk has to be resolved first. That is called as risk prioritization. This is mainly important because for the cost, leverages cost benefit analysis, because this may impact the budgeting of the organization. Hence, risk prioritization is very important. Now, coming to the risk control, the second phase of the risk management. Risk control, you will have to first, risk management planning has to be done, resolving of the risk, and risk monitoring. Risk management planning, you will have to manage the planning for non-transferring, or to stop the uncertainty. That is control. Controlling is always better than prevention. So you will have to manage, and plan the risk management in order to stop the uncertainty that will happen in the future. And risk resolving, you are analyzing, and each and every risk has been resolved in whichever phase of the project is, Risk monitoring, it acts as a tracking process. It is also done during continuous assessment of the risk. That is risk management and control. Here, if you could see the risk and the control loop, when we enter, the processing is being controlled, then it is leaving. If the risk is being controlled, it leaves. If the risk is after the process of controlling the risk is being done, you have to monitor the process. Like risk monitoring, as I told, it is a tracking process, and we are comparing this against the required performance. This is called as assumption analysis. Like, you're making a checklist of already existing risk, and you're checking it back with the experienced documents that have been previously analyzed. So that is comparing against the required performance. That is assumption analysis. Decide correct action. You are deciding the correct action of the risk. That is, what is the correct step for the risk to take place. This is basically done in deciding the correct action. This is basically called as management. You are managing before the risk is entering into the processing. and implement correct action. You are implementing it. It's like you are testing it in one of the ways before it is reaching the process being controlled. So this is the entire loop is called as the risk and the control loop. Why the importance of risk? Like why the risk management is important? Actually, a threat or hazard is an unmanaging or accidental unconditional events that is leading to the loss is called as a threat or a hazard. To rescue that risk, risk management is very important. Ensure that a project is not covered or it is not uncertainty, due to uncertainty it is not stopped in the middle of the thing. Presenting accidental loss or disclosure. This is due to because when you have a preventing accidental loss or disclosure, as I already told you, uneconomical or too much of graphical complexions in the budgeting, accidental loss or disclosure. Because if you have a risk and that is leading to a loss, it is always an accidental loss. So preventing that, risk management is very important. Ensuring the smooth running of an information system. Obviously, you can't obviously imagine that the information system will not have any risk. That is very foolishness. But to minimize, we can very much try to minimize from the previous experience. We could learn from the previous experience, and we could avoid the loss and ensure that the information system is smoothly running. Avoid computer fraud or hacking, and main importantly, maintaining our career perspectives in a very flow way without any disturbance. There are three kinds of risk basically: quantitative, qualitative and socially oriented risk. Quantitative risk is like how much quantity. It is all done on statistical and mathematical calculations. Monte Carlo method is used. Statistical or mathematical calculations are being done to determine how much is the quantity of the risk is involved in that organization. Monte Carlo method, it is a computational algorithm where frequently random sampling is done, and due to this method you are estimating the kind of risk. That is the Monte Carlo method, and this is very much useful in the decision making. That is quantitative risk. Socially oriented risk is, socially constructed risk is basically like people's perspective point of risk is very much different when compared to the statistical and mathematical calculations. Obviously, engineering's perspective point of view calculation is very different to computational calculation. That is socially constructed risk. And quantitative risk is very much, it is varying between a compromise between a socially constructed risk and quantitative risk. That is qualitative risk. Now, software risk management. Basically, software risk management, it is a proactive approach for minimizing the uncertainty and potential loss associated with the project. Categories of risk are product and statistical calculations, cost, staffing, business impact, customer related positions, business product. All these are categories of risk in software risk management. Decision making is the primary role of risk management, and continuous assessment and day-to-day operations are always done in this accessing the risk management, addressing day-to-day operation risk. It actually implies a two-stage repetitive process. First one is identification, estimation and evaluation. Second one is monitoring. As I already told you, it will come under risk management, like risk assessment and risk control. So risk assessment is like identifying, estimation and evaluation. There it is risk identification, risk assessment and risk prioritization. So here, that is the difference here in the software risk management. Whereas you will manage in the risk control, you will manage, monitor and control. There you will have to in risk control, you are reducing the list. This is management planning, resolving the risk and monitoring. It is a tracking process. This risk management, software risk management, it is a continuous process, like right from initiation to retirement. Thank you.